Good morning. Thanks for watching. This is another beautiful Lord's Day. A little bit cool today. We're going to do it in the shop, and that kind of goes along with the reading that I have. It's about a fella being in his shop and doing some stuff. So we'll get started with that in a minute. But we have the folks that we need to pray for. We got Brandon Schwartz, which I heard that he's doing some procedures and hoping that they're going to work for him. Kay Barrett, Nikki Alonzo, David Thomas, Brenda Elkins, Ricky King, Ronald Moss, Lynn Baskin, Kathy Blair, also Daphne Anderson, Linda Clarity. We understand that she's in pretty serious, having some pretty serious health issues. Please be with those folks. Also, we got Chris and Joyce Grizzle. They're having some health issues. Please keep them in your prayers. Also, we need to remember the folks that were the victims of the tornadoes, wherever they were at, Tennessee or Kentucky, either one. It's been a pretty bad deal for them. Okay, this morning I've got a little lesson, and it's a poem, you might say, from it was created by Helen Steiner Rice, and it's called The Christmas Guest. You know, this week, Saturday, we will be celebrating the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ, and this story is one that I always like to read. It's always a good one. It happened one day near December's end. Some neighbors called on an old-time friend. They found his shop so leaguer and mean, made gay with thousands of bows of green. And old Conrad was sitting with face of shine, when suddenly he stopped as he stitched a twine. And he said, "My friends, at dawn today, when the cock was crowing the night away, the Lord appeared in a dream to me. And he said, I'm coming your guest to be. So I've been busy with feet astir, strewing my shop with branches of fir. The table is spread and the kettle is shined. Over the rafters the holly is twined. And now I'll wait for my Lord to appear and listen closely so I will hear his steps as he nears my humble place. I'll open the door and look on his face." Then his friends went home and left Conrad alone, for this was the happiest day he had known. For a long time since his family had passed away, and Conrad had spent many a sad Christmas day. But he knew with the Lord as his Christmas guest, the Christmas would be the dearest and the best. So he listened with joy in his heart, and with every sound he would rise with a start and look for the Lord to be at his door, like the vision he had a few hours before. So he ran to the window after hearing a sound, but all he could see on the snow-covered ground was a shabby beggar whose shoes were torn. And all of his clothes were ragged and worn. But old Conrad was touched when he went to the door, and he said, "Your feet must be cold and sore. I have some shoes in my shop for you, and I have a coat that'll keep you warmer too." So with grateful heart, the man went away. But Conrad noticed the time of day, and he wondered what made the Lord so late, and how much longer he'd have to wait. Then he heard a knock. He ran to the door, but it was only a stranger once more. A bent old lady with a shawl of black and a bundle of kindling piled on her back. A place that was reserved for Conrad's guest, but her voice seemed to plead, "Don't send me away, but let me rest for a while. It's Christmas Day." So Conrad brewed her a steaming cup and told her to sit at the table and sup. And after she left, he was filled with dismay, for he saw the hours were slipping away, and the Lord have not come. The Lord have not come as he said he would, and Conrad felt sure that he had misunderstood. When out of the stillness he heard a cry, "Please help me and tell me, where am I?" So again he opened his friendly door and stood disappointed as twice before. It was only a child who had wandered away and was lost from her family on Christmas Day. Again, Conrad's heart was heavy and sad, but he knew he should make this little girl glad. So he called her in and wiped her tears and quieted all of her childish fears. Then he led her back to her home once more. Then as he entered his own darkened door, he knew the Lord was not coming today, for the hours of Christmas had all passed away. So he went to his room and knelt down to pray. And he said, "Lord, why did you delay? What kept you from coming to call on me? I wanted so much your face to see." Then soft in the silence, a voice he heard, "Lift up your head, for I kept my word. 3 times my shadow crossed your floor. 3 times I came to your lonely door. I was a beggar with bruised cold feet. I was a woman you gave something to eat. I was a child on the homeless street. 3 times I knocked, and 3 times I came in, and each time I found the warmth of a friend. All of the gifts, love is the best. I was honored to be your Christmas guest." That's a beautiful little story there. I enjoy it every year. I have to wonder, are we ready for the Lord to come to our house? I remember Pam telling me a story one time. It was about her great-grandfather. And he had moved. He had gotten older, him and his wife. They had to move and stay in Pam's grandparents' house in Woodbury. Now, he'd been out in the country his whole life, so he wasn't used to everything that went on in the big city of Woodbury. And I remember her telling me that one night he heard a loud noise, beating and banging, and he didn't know what it was, and he jumped up and he said, Callie, get up out of the bed. It's time. The Lord is here to come get us. The Lord has come to get us, and it's time to go." And man, that touched me. He was ready for the Lord to come to his house. Are we ready? Do we love our neighbors and the folks that we meet? Do we care enough about them like Conrad did to help them out? These are just some things that we need to think about. And I'd like to take this time to wish everybody a happy Christmas. Hope everything goes well for you. Just remember those that are separated from their families, our men and women in the armed forces, and our first responders, and all the doctors and nurses and all those that take care of us. Please keep all of those folks in your prayers. Keep all the folks that's traveling in your prayers, and please remember all the sick. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a beautiful Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you next time. Bye. God bless.